Alright guys, so welcome back. So let's have a look at TSLA. So we were talking about this one a few days back, and identical price action. So choppy, a couple more days tomorrow, holiday, the day after tomorrow, Friday, half a day, and then Monday we'll come back to the regular volume. So this is the price action, and you can see for the last 5-6 trading sessions, we have volume significantly lower, below, back to the average, I want to say, after being pretty elevated volume trading at these levels, and then after reporting earnings as well, it was elevated for a couple days, and then we saw the decline, put up. So right here, right now, this $360 is your pivotal level. Well, yesterday stock came down on a headline saying that California could exclude Tesla from EV credits. So again, that's why, before that headline, it was already coming down, and then after the headline, it flushed down. So kind of like recovered that in the morning, and then we sold off again. But we are sitting in the range. So if you look at the hourly chart of the Tesla, this 335, that's your level. If we start cracking below, probably comes right back down to 320-ish, 310 maybe. This is the area of support I would be watching. But in order for the stock to push higher, 360, it needs to get back above it. So I was looking at the also before, actually I was just checking, just comparing what are the credits, what's the deal with California and Washington. Looks like we have identical federal credit. Federal credit makes sense, right? We have 7,500, they have 7,500, and I don't know why it's estimated gas prices. I was comparing also Model 3 with Toyota Camry. So pretty cheap, huh? It got cheap, a lot cheaper than it was a couple years ago. So if they have to cut prices, I'm not sure how much they have to cut prices. If that happens, to basically get the sales going. 10% globally in 2023, almost like 10, 11, maybe even 12% of the sales came from California state alone for Tesla. So that's a pretty big market for Tesla. So I'm not sure about the everything else. I didn't do digging regarding the financing rates and all that stuff, incentives. But that was the headline, okay? We'll see what happens. But so far, I was also checking the short activity for Tesla, and I was also checking the short interest. This move that happened after the election, this is not a secret. This is just purely shorts. I'm sure you have heard the headlines saying that short sellers lost like billions of dollars on that move alone. Yeah, this was a short squeeze. So if it gets back above this one, 360, it's gonna squeeze more, because I'm seeing okay, so this is short interest. It's not a lot from its float. It has billions of float out there, and only 2% of that float, 3% is short. But for a large cap stock, it could be significant actually to have 3, 4, 5% of the float short, but 3% in Tesla's case. But I wanted to mention the daily reported, right? Anytime I see a large cap trade at high, Tesla is not a secret. It has traded at high 50s and low 60s in a daily. So again, this is not accurate data, okay? Don't trust this one, but it's not full total daily volume. It's only exchanges that reported that volume. Not every exchange shares this ratio, how many shares were sold short, how many shares were, but 55, 58, 57, 57, 60, 58% of the float volume for the last 5-6 trading sessions, you can see they were shorts, okay? Short volume. So any pop, it was getting shorted. And if Tesla somehow gets back above 360, I'm going to be watching the probability of this name pushing to 375 and then also all the way to $400 levels. But if we do crack these levels of 300, that does not look good for Tesla. Moving averages, 5-day moving average. So far, 5-day moving average curling down. Maybe if it comes down even to $310, which is at the moment 20-day moving average for Tesla. This is the 20-day SMA, this blue line on my chart. That would be the pretty good support area to watch, and then maybe second half of December to see if we start pushing higher, because we have a rate cut decision coming up in pretty soon. Where is it? Let me just quickly look at it so we know what's the probability of market. What is market pricing it? What's the probability of another rate cut? So it ticked higher. Tomorrow we're gonna have a data which will impact that again. If what is it? GDP, we have durable goods, we have international trade, we have jobless claims, pending home sales, home income outlets, Chicago PMI, all that good stuff. A lot of data coming out. And then we have December 18th, Fed rate decision. So far, 25 probability of 25 basis point cut is 57%. So if we're gonna come up to 80, 90, maybe they will cut it again. Okay, so that could fuel the Christmas rally. We're not talking about next year. Next year we can see all of these high-flying tech names get sold off in the beginning of the year, lock in that long-term capital gains. But again, this is purely ultra short-term. These are the levels I'm going to be watching for Tesla. So keep an eye on 360. If it gets back above, shorts can get squeezed. If not, it can flush actually. It can slowly come down. But the thing is, volume is lower. Premiums are coming down as well. So if we take a look at the put to call ratio, slightly more calls today versus puts. 1 million calls, 650,000 puts. So, and you can see all of the premiums are pretty much being sold, okay? Because yesterday it was pretty volatile, and now we have a couple more days of a low choppy action going on, and people want to take advantage of those premiums. So into the, well, let's say January 3rd, stock is implying $50 move up or down. So can it move slightly above and get us to 400? We shall see. But so far, ultra short term, I'm leaning a little bit more choppiness. If it cracks below this 330-ish, then yeah, 10, 15 points, it can come down. Tesla's range, pretty high, $17.50. So we will see what happens from there. That's the update for TSLA going into the weekend. Hope you guys all having a good holiday weekend. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.